Oh, I fear we need to talk, and yeah, I think we need to talk, because I haven't been on here since like COVID. Not even like 100% sure if that's how long it's been. But hi, if you're new here, I don't even know what to say to you. If you're new here, hi, welcome. Don't leave, because we're literally just getting started. I haven't been on here in a while, and I was like, okay. Also, let me mention, I've tried making this video about 5 different times, and each time it doesn't come out the way it's supposed to, or I just don't talk at all. I'm recording this now, so hopefully this does work and this does get uploaded. I'll find out, like, future me. I haven't been on here in a while, so I was like, okay, you know what I should do? I should do a get ready with me, because why not? I mean, why not? Yeah, I haven't been on here in a while, and I feel like there's a lot that happened that I feel like I need to catch up with y'all, because it has been like, what, like 6-7 years? But I was like, what's a better way of doing that, and like a more therapeutic way of doing that, than doing my makeup and like my skincare and whatnot, while I talk about everything that happened. I will be giving my routine though, because I'm not gonna gatekeep either, because I'm sorry, gatekeeping in 2026, like, grow up. While I do my base routine, let me just talk about what's been going on and why I haven't posted in so long. So we're starting off, this is basically the basis as to why I haven't been on. I'm going in with the Medicube Zero Pore Pads. I think you can see that. I'm going in with one of those. And I kind of go like in to out, if that makes sense. Now, makeup, I feel like you need to have good skin prep, because if you don't, and also don't mind the redness, it just happened. Oh, bless you. My cats are also in my room, so if you hear me saying bless you, or if you hear me saying like cute little like baby names or whatnot, it's them. It's not a man, because y'all irritate me. Okay, so I haven't been on in a while, mostly because around the like last time I posted, it was pandemic, actually. It was pandemic era. A good time of anyone's life, really, because it literally was like a disease that was killing people, and people were dying, and there was so many like people being like, oh well, people are gonna die anyways.
People are gonna die.
Because that honestly was just so insane. Like, damn, my bad. A lot of things that happened during that year that I just was like, this isn't it. I'm not having the time of my life. You know, I was making friends, but like, were they really friends? Like, not like were they really friends, but it was like, was it like actually like a friendship, or bless you? Was it like actually like a friendship, or was it just like a trauma bond because we were all locked in our houses, hearing about like the 20,000s of people that were like dying and whatnot? So now that I think about it, you know what? Maybe it was like a trauma bond. Maybe it was. A lot of stuff just happened regarding that I was like a little too sad to even like create anything else, because half of the stuff that I was posting was literally like music videos, if that makes sense. And as nice as those were, and as much as I liked those, I at one point got like not tired of it, but it was just too much for me to keep up with and like keep doing, especially for the time that it was. And then, you know, there was just stuff going on with my personal life that I don't want to get into, because it's no one's business. I'm also going in right now with the Tatcha moisturizer, which also I didn't get the hype for it until I got like a sample. I get the hype now. Like, it's probably the only moisturizer that actually moisturizes my skin, because I have very combination skin, but it was really bad. And then like after the pandemic had happened, I started dating, not doing that again. I kind of felt like I was all over the place with who I wanted to be and how I wanted to be, if that makes sense. Like who I wanted to be as an adult, because it was literally the end of everything, like high school, like end of like my childhood. Can't be a kid anymore. I gotta boss up. I was kind of stressed out trying to be a good kid in school, and then also a good daughter at home. But then during the summer I had started working, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna like start in like the spring semester. I want to like make some money, you know. I want some money. You know, it was like Maddie knew who she was from a young age. Yep. So I started working, and it was like me trying to balance those three things. And then I was still trying to maintain like a friendship with like a whole bunch of people, because like I said, I trauma bonded, I guess I don't know, with a whole bunch of people. So I was keeping up friendships. I barely have friends now. I couldn't keep up. I also wouldn't say I was perfect either. You know, friends come and go, and I don't put that on anyone. But it was just a lot at the time, and I feel like I was like such in a euphoric mood during that summer that I was like, I literally felt like I was in Euphoria, like literally Rue from Euphoria. That was me, except like minus like the crack and the pills that she was taking, because that wasn't me. Now that wasn't me. No hardcore stuff. Where was I going with that? I'm going with this moisturizing sunscreen, because yes, SPF. Well, yes. Because I was balancing so many things, I had eventually like lost myself. I got diagnosed with like a whole bunch of like health issues and whatnot, which isn't fun, especially when you're having to get medicated so young. When you get medicated like so young for all those issues, literally just to survive, which honestly sucked, because lots of medications too tend to either make you gain or lose weight. And unfortunately, instead of me being a skinny queen, I ended up gaining weight, in case you couldn't tell. And it wasn't until like maybe like a few months back that I was like, okay, let me get my stuff together, and let me work on myself, because I genuinely like completely lost myself. Because I used to be like this really grungy, like edgy, like cool girl sort of person, if that makes sense. And because of like losing myself in all those things that I was caught up in, I eventually like forgot who I was. Like who was she? Like if I saw her walking across the street, I wouldn't know who that man is. I didn't recognize. I would like wake up. I like at one point like stop doing skincare, which is something I'm like really big about too. I love skincare. It just feels very healing, if that makes sense. I literally had stopped like skincare, like just in general, like literally like even washing my face. Like washing my face was just too much at one point, and I started getting like the worst breakouts, because not only was I not even like treating my body like a temple, I wasn't even like letting it somewhat look like a temple, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go in with this primer now, my holy grail, and I will always stick by her. I don't know why I ever tried to change her. It wasn't until recently that I started being more inspired, but also felt the need to finally like be myself again. I started getting into like other things like gaming and whatnot, and like new artists. There was a lot of creativity flowing, really. A lot of like creativity flowing within me now, which I'm like genuinely really excited about, because I have other friends who have become content creators also, which I'm so excited for them to start releasing more of their content or like, you know, posting about it and whatnot, because honestly, it's really good. You didn't hear from me, and it's not biased either. It's not just because I'm their friend. Mara, Gray, I'm talking about y'all. I'm really excited because I do have a lot in store for y'all. I'm finally starting to become myself again, if that makes sense. Like, I literally did a whole skincare routine on camera for y'all, just so I could post this for y'all. Like, dedication. Yeah. Especially when I tried recording this video like 30, 50 freaking times. I am excited. There's a lot I have store. A lot I have in store for y'all. On that note though, which I'm excited to talk about, which we will get into because I will be featuring some clips. We won't talk about what kind of clips they are until I get into it. But let me go on to my next step because I used to get my lash extensions done. It is what day is it? I think it's April 25th. I don't remember. It is April 25th, 2026. The economy is in shambles. I'm in shambles. And I want to save money because, oh, I got a little hair in my nose. As I was saying, I used to get my lash extensions done like religiously, but I want to save money because the economy sucks. Any of y'all who voted for this, why? Like, why? And if you did, there's the door. There's the door.
There's the door. There's the door, bitch!
So because of that, I was like, okay, let me take this into other measures. So I bought lash clusters. Maybe I'll apply them on camera for y'all. I'll probably just speed up the whole process and maybe like talk about some other things in between and then get on with like the rest of the makeup routine. I will put details as to like what products I'm using to do my clusters. But like I was saying, I want to save money. So I was like, okay, let me try and do some lash clusters myself. So I've been doing these for about like, I've done them like twice now. I'm still learning, mind you. So they're not always gonna look good. But so far I like them for me, and also they are like a style that I would get usually when I would get my lashes done. Which if I can find some pictures of like how my lashes look like when I do get them done, like with the lash tech, I'll put those pics in. It's just a little too expensive for me right now, and I want to save as much money as I can. Okay, so before I go do these lashes off camera, I will be letting y'all know what products I've been using. Now these are the ones that I found that work for me the best. Obviously what I like might not work on someone else, and that's like completely okay, but don't hate on me for using it either. Look, it's what works for me, and I will keep using what works for me, okay? So for the Bond and Seal, I've been using the Kiss Lashes like Falscara Bond and Seal. I like it. I kind of wish the brushes were kind of different on it, but you know, you can't get everything that you want. Now for the adhesive itself that I actually use on like the actual cluster to like make sure it's like real secure on my lashes, it is the Ardell Lash Tight adhesive. I got this one off of Amazon. I think they have a clear one on Amazon. I'm not 100% sure. Now I just use like whatever like lash tweezer thing, a curling wand. And then these are I don't remember, the Alice lash clusters. I got these off of Amazon as well. I believe they're the Wispies. And then the lash map that I do, I will be putting that up like somewhere here. That's the lash map that I've been using. I'm still trying to work on actually getting all of the lashes on because I can never get them on. So that's what I've been doing. That's what's been working for me. So let me go ahead and do these off camera. And I actually did end up recording the whole process. But basically these are the steps that I do every time I go to apply my lash clusters. I like making sure that my eyelashes are already curled. It sort of just helps me separate my top lashes and my bottom lashes because my lashes do tend to be very straight. And after I've curled my lashes, I'll go in with the Bond and apply Bond to all of my lashes. After that, I like making sure that I have like all the lash sizes that I need, especially for the lash wrap that I'm doing, just so I'm not like having to like yank them off like right there and then struggling yanking them off and whatnot. Um, then I start working my way from my outer eye to my inner eye, grabbing like the largest lashes and then moving on to like the smaller ones. I grab each lash and I dip it into the adhesive and then I'll apply them to the underside of my lashes, if that makes sense. Um, and then from there, as I keep applying, I'm making sure to also overlap the other lashes, just so it doesn't give like very, how would I say it? Just so it's not obvious how like fake they are, if that makes sense. It kind of like makes that false lash line. And then after I finish applying all my lashes, I like getting my seal and sealing from under and also on the top to make sure that everything is secure. And then after I've applied the seal, I like to make sure to clamp everything together with my tweezers, just to make sure it's all together. Okay, so now that I've done my lashes, because look at them, like, can we have some commotion? The last step that we left on, like, regarding like base routine was primer. Now I don't like using foundation every day, only because sometimes I can feel like too much and I'm also a little lazy. But I'm also like pretty oily, so sometimes some foundations can make me oilier. And if you can't tell by all the powder that's literally flying on the screen, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna use setting powder. Yep. Obviously this isn't gonna like color correct or anything, but I don't want to wear too much of something, especially if it's like a casual look, because this is a casual look. Nothing about this is like excessive or anything, because I don't feel like doing all that. But also I also don't use powder foundation because it only makes me oilier and I don't like that. Like the last time I did, I was oily and I broke out horribly, so I'm not touching it again. And then also this makes me look like I have a filter on, so I think it's a win. And then after that, I like to go in with, I don't know what brush this is because the wording is literally like erased. But I go in for blush with this Dior, I think it's the Rosy Glow in the shade Cherry. I definitely need a cooler tone shade because for some reason this one makes me really not oily. It makes me really orange, and I think it's because it's like a warm tone. And it's also pH activated, so that's only worse. And I like putting it like on my chin, I guess, which I heard someone say that that's like a easy way to tell when someone is like a K-pop stan, and I've never heard of that. I only saw it in a video that was like, oh, how to make it look like you're cold, and I was like, okay, I dig that vibe. That's about as much as I do. I don't like doing too much because it is pH activated, and you know, the activation of the pH is a little too crazy. Now after that, I go in with this Too Faced highlighter, which I don't think they sell it in stores anymore. I actually got this one off of Amazon. It's called Diamond Fire. That's the shade name. Don't mind how bad the packaging looks. This girl has been with me in so much, but like, look at how pretty that is. I like going with my finger because, I don't know, I find it gives me like better blending control. I'm really excited to be back though, like honestly, because there's so much that I have planned for y'all that you might see in like a few days, or maybe I won't say, because that's my secret. I'll know when the stuff happens. But there's a lot that I have planned for y'all, things that I have planned with like friends to do, and also just post on the channel just because it's been so long. I miss this. I don't expect to be like famous or anything. Like, this is quite literally just for fun. It's just for fun. It's always been just for fun. But I mean, if I blow up on the internet, then in case you can't tell by these next clips.
Oh, what if I do this?
Where'd you go? Okay. I just wanna be part of your symphony.
Like, why are we right next to each other?
No! No! Oh!
me.
When I see suspicious activity. Hey, can you drop me in the green goo?
Oh, we'll see. In the green goo. We'll see. Go! No!
Oh, there's actually something in here.
Really? I'm coming
Yeah.
in! I'm coming in! Okay.
I can help you. I was like half energy.
No!
Someone just dropped on the floor.
Oh my god.
Doctor.
Dr. Soup.
This is the official flower dance song. Look, we're dancing to the beat. You'll see, they literally dance to it.
Okay.
Yeah, as you saw by those clips, I fear there will only be chaos on here. And I got some creativity because I can be creative. I am excited. I have some gaming videos planned. So some other like music related videos, like covers and whatnot. Which I need to figure out how to work GarageBand before I do all that. I would use eyebrow gel. I can't find it. I literally reorganized my room last week and I literally cannot find it. But we're gonna go with my lip combo. So I am using the NYX Line Loud lip pencil. It is in the shade Magic Maker. I think you can see it. I love this lip liner. So let me line my lips off camera. So I line my lips. Oh my god, you can see my makeup. I know this looks crazy, but trust the process. This is my lip combo. So I go in with that lip liner, and then I go in with this Laura Mercier lipstick in the shade Brun Natural. I like to go in with this one. It's like a nudie. It's a nude. I mean, those are the lips. I can't really say much. Now sometimes I do layer it. Sometimes if it's not like lipstick, I'll maybe go in with like this lip tint that my bestie Nikki got for me. I think she got this for me either it was in Thailand or in the airports when she was traveling. I don't know. I'm running out of this shade though, which I have another shade, but it's like my more vampy shade. Either I go in with that or I go in with the Tarte lip oil. It's the plumping one in the shade Honeysuckle. Either that or I go in with this like custom like shade that I made at, because we have like a lipstick place down here called Lip Lab. I made this lip gloss myself. I don't really use it only because I don't want it to run out.